Hi, I'm Stuart Heath, CEO of Harvard Grace, and bringing to you a little piece today about the disruption in the labor markets. And I just want to discuss briefly how is last week's Supreme Court decision going to impact what's going on already with the Great Resignation. I think it's actually good news for the Great Resignation. But first, I want to reflect back on a great piece from Inc. magazine that's copied here, and where it sort of shoots holes in the idea that people are just lazy and they don't want to work. Well, that never really held any water, as a bunch of people, it would assume that a bunch of people just had plenty of funds and were working out of the kindness of their hearts or boredom. That's not the case. There was an awful lot of money early on in 2020 and early 22 as far as unemployment benefits. By the second half, most of that had trailed out. What we did see through the disruption was several things. A lot of people took early retirement. A lot of people figured out other ways to make ends meet with their spouses or their partners. Or a lot of people, which what we're seeing exactly in the Great Resignation, a lot of people have found self-employment or going into business with them for themselves or others to be their path forward. And what's really going on is our system, the Department of Labor Statistics, is not able to track that. Well, this article from Inc. magazine was great in that we now have some data and a couple of key points here. Labor Department is tracking more than 500,000 new self-employed people. Those are unincorporated people that they get data from the household surveys. 56% jump between 19 and 21 in tax ID number applications. And my favorite is the Etsy platform, where people sell their creative wares, had $2.6 million active sellers at the end of 19. At the end of 2021, 7.5 million. More people are in the game selling stuff and perhaps making a living off of that. So, which is fabulous. I'm all for more people getting into the workforce. But what is last week's employer mandate overturn going to do as far as the unemployment? I think it's going to open some doors for a lot of people to go back to work for former employers or other companies. Really only very few companies actually put in the mandate themselves, such as Target and companies like that. Others really took no position. They started inquiring about employees' mandates. So others, big companies, didn't quite know what to do. They were already short-handed and didn't want to further exacerbate the problem by mandating vaccines. So this will give private employers the ability to figure out their own way forward without the vaccine. So I think it's actually going to help the unemployment situation and perhaps ease what we're feeling. Because not everybody who starts self-employment is successful at it. So some of those people may be ready to come back into the labor pool by now. So anyway, my thoughts. Would love to hear from you if you think otherwise. I think the Supreme Court decision is a positive for labor markets. So look forward to your reaction. Thanks a lot for watching.